Yo, hey, what's up? My name is Abop, and I will be showing you a pretty darn cool clip. Maybe I'm biased, but this is a really clutch steal, and it's pretty cool because it's using a lot of teamwork, and it just happened to just all line up perfectly. Some of the lessons and things we're going to talk about is teamwork, focusing on objective, and most importantly, what the enemy team could have done to prevent this. All right, so let's go ahead and roll the clip, and I'll be back. Yo, I am back. And the very first thing I want to talk about are the two bridges. If you look, the bridge on the left is partially destroyed. If I was defending, typically I want to destroy that bridge and place goo on the hospital side of the bridge. What that will do is make it harder for them to create alternative options of crossing. And therefore it'll funnel people across the green bridge, which is open and easier to attack. There's not as much cover there, but in this case, it doesn't matter because we ended up crossing it anyways. But that brings me to my next thing, these zip lines. This zip line, I feel like should have been destroyed also. Again, for the same reason, you don't want to make it easy to get to you. If you look on the top left and kind of on the right-ish center there, right above the objective, you'll see those are two more zip lines that for the most part, I want to try to get rid of too. The one on the left, especially, I wouldn't really prioritize, but especially that one that goes to the building behind us, I want to get rid of that because I don't want them getting to me easy. The only time you want to leave one up is either A, you're going to use it, or B, you're paying attention to it, and that will sometimes allow easy kills because once they're on that zip, they're much easier to track and they can't do all that moving around. They're pretty much limited in their movement. So here is their next mistake. So this little guy popping out the hole could have been coming down here to destroy the zip or the jump pads, which would have won them the round. Also, if he had the mechanical skill level to get a kill on one of us, that would have won them the round too. But unfortunately, he really just didn't accomplish much. But let this be a reminder to either A, if you're playing that flanking position or you're playing this guy, not saying he's lone wolf, that's not a terrible play to make, but just make sure you have the mechanical skill level to play these particular roles that require this fragging. If you're going to be away from your team, you have to make sure you can confirm some kills to at minimum slow down the opponents. Let this be a reminder to just try to stay with your team or know what you're capable of. So now I hit this jump pad and it sends me in the air and right through this hole and conveniently right on the same floor as the objective. So now that we are here, I'm gonna pause it for a second and we're gonna break down their setup just a little bit. Over there on the left, we have them blocking off the stairs and the hallway. And over here, I'm standing on goo right under me, and there is goo behind my gun. And that goo is actually right next to the hole. That could have been meant for the hole. They probably were trying to cover that up. I'm not 100% sure, but if they did cover the hole, they would have won this round. Now, this setup to me looks like a pretty good close quarter setup. I don't know if that was their intention, but especially with the hallway closed up a little bit and the goo that I'm standing on, it looks like they were trying to close up the map a little bit and maybe they were trying to play that into their advantage. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but if I had a shotgun and I was a heavy or something, that's what I would try to do. In the future, when the game comes out, I can definitely break down other setups and help you understand what type of setting up you want to do to play in your team's advantage. So now let's talk about this guy here. This is where things start to get interesting and super spicy. So I'm not sure what was going through that guy's head, but whatever it was perfect. I'm not sure if he was just trusting us and he knew that he had to be a distraction. I'm not sure if he was going for the objective himself. I don't know if he just wanted kills, but we weren't really able to communicate, but he just knew. We were definitely all on the same wavelength here. I'm not sure how it worked out, but this guy is definitely the MVP. So now I slide up to the objective and I start my steal, and you will see that the two guys in the back there, it looks like they're distracted. I think they were trying to set up, or they think that we're coming from over there. But as soon as they start to react to the cash out being stolen, my MVP Kool-Aid man comes crashing through the roof and causing a huge distraction and buying a bunch of time, which is super important, and that's really what won us the cash out. And you will also see, I don't know how that got there, but there's some goo there blocking off the line of sight. That's just a bonus. That's pretty cool. And he dies. Of course, he took a huge risk and it paid off. But as soon as he dies, of course, they're going to start focusing on me. But you will see that my brother is already on the heels. You'll see that his little blue circle is right there, and he comes right behind me and starts the heal gun. So I do take a bit of damage before I actually steal the cash out. I'm not 100% sure if I would have lived either way. I do think that I would have lived without the heal gun, but that's not really what's important. What's important is that my teammate was there to heal me. If they were a little bit quicker, I would have still gotten it off because I was getting my heals. All right. Now, if you made it this far into the video, there are a few things that I want to say to you. The first thing is, I really hope that you learned something valuable from this video, and thank you